And the spring furniture market continues this week in High Point. We've been showing you some of the different new lines that are being unveiled. Well, designer Libby Langdon is back in town for the event, her hometown, and she joins us after 9:30 to talk about her new line. Plus, she's got a few design tips for us as well.
I love how she can brighten up a room,
Me too.
change things without changing everything.
Libby's amazing.
She's great ideas. She's real down-to-earth, common sense kind of stuff. She's got a great eye, so you'll enjoy that.
And everywhere you go around the market, that is the attitude, such optimism. It's like, well, people have been holding back long enough. And Brad, you had mentioned once about with the home sales starting to go back
the real
up.
estate market's got to get sorted out.
Right.
And a lot of places still kind of under the water, but people are starting to crawl out of that, and homes are changing hands. You're starting to see a lot more sales happening, and people move to a new house. It's a great time to be buying furniture.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people anticipating that churn to kind of begin, you know?
Yeah, and I like what that girl was saying. This is the most new product they have ever brought to a market before. So.
And even those who can't afford a new home are looking at their existing home.
Yeah, you
saying,
might as well
I need
update,
to
you know?
Update. I need to fix up. I need a new look.
Have you seen her couch?
Yeah.
Have you seen this couch? You
I
seen
need
this?
a
Seriously?
new couch.
This whole
I
mauve
really
floral thing? Seriously. Come on.
Libby will help me.
You said pillows will do it.
Libby will help
That's
me.
who we need to get, Libby Langdon, to
If we
help
could
her
only
out.
find someone on the caliber of the lovely and talented Libby Langdon here in the Fox 8 studios. The timing is perfect. Oh
Libby,
my gosh.
help us, help us. You're in town for market, we know, but we want you to share some designs with us, okay?
No worries, I'm going to hook you up, Cindy.
Right.
We got the hook up.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. We have a special guest in the studio we're all excited about. It's so much fun to have Libby Langdon in the studio because she comes and she brings so many fresh ideas for us. So if you want to do some spring sprucing around your house, Libby's got some great ideas. She's going to share it with
talented.
us.
Wonderful.
All right, let's toss it over to Brad for your headlines.
Do you know Libby Langdon's over here?
I know.
She brought me a sofa. She did. Anyway, that was nice. Whenever furniture market comes to High Point, you can expect to see a lot of celebrities, many who've created their own lines. Priscilla Presley debuted hers over the weekend, as did Martha Stewart. Her collection includes some upholstered furniture. It's in display in a showroom right off English Road in High Point. Furniture market, by the way, runs until Thursday, and it always brings, you know, a lot of people like Libby Langdon. I understand that Priscilla Presley and Martha Stewart were both in line at her place looking for that free swag, the bag and stuff like that.
I would believe that. We love when Libby comes back to town during furniture market because she always brings fresh ideas.
And you just debuted your own line. Was it last market in the fall?
Yes, my first line of upholstery. I debuted it for Braxton Color here in High Point, and so now I'm rolling out new introductions of the new pieces, and it's just so exciting. All the furniture's made right here in North Carolina. And it's a fourth generation company, so I'm just thrilled to do it and to be able to come back to High Point and do it here. It's just so much fun, and the response has been great.
Awesome.
Really, really good. Yeah.
Good. And it's awesome when we were hearing from Tom's Talk to Tom. People are really optimistic, and expectations are high for the first time in a long time.
Absolutely. There's a great energy out there, and people are really coming. I think they're looking. I think they're buying. And we're seeing a lot of activity in the showroom. So I'm really hoping that that's translating to the market as a whole. I think it will.
Yeah.
Can we talk about some of the trends that we're seeing starting? I saw this a lot on Friday. Gray. We were just talking about it.
Gray. This is actually a sofa that I designed and some chairs. Gray has been thought of for a long time as a very cold, unfeeling color. Here I showed it with black and white, but honestly, gray is beautiful when you mix it with color. It looks fresh with yellow. It looks great with blue. So gray is a nice alternative if you want to move out of the tan zone.
Right.
So it's a great way to just think of gray as a new neutral.
Is there like a difference though between like a warm gray and maybe a cool gray?
Yes. A cool gray is going to tend to go a little bit bluer, and a warm gray might have a little more green green in it, just a hint. But I'd say if you find a medium tone gray, that's going to be your best bet. Absolutely.
And it, you know, I was saying I saw all this gray, and it kind of fades into the background because people are pairing it with bright patterns and colors, and you say one in particular is really hot.
Absolutely. Orange is hot this year.
We're happy about that. I'm a Hokie, she's a Clemson
All right,
Tiger.
so is yellow. Yellow is very hot this year. And so, yeah, combining gray, but you can see here this bench at the foot of the bed. This is a headboard that I did in a dark charcoal, but mixed with light, bright, crisp bedding. It looks really fresh. And then that little kick of yellow. This is in the showroom this market. So just little bursts of orange. You don't have to go crazy, but you can incorporate it into your design with accessories, lamps, throw pillows, artwork, things like that. So little kicks of color, it's a great time to incorporate that into your space. It's spring. We should be having fun with color.
Yes.
Did we see that pattern?
ECAT. Oh, ECAT. Okay, this is kind of a global, ethnic-y sort of trend, and you can see this is in a little chair of design called the Chatfield chair, and this is in this beautiful sort of spa color. So you don't want to really cover a sofa in this pattern. It could be a little overwhelming, but you can incorporate it into your space in smaller ways. There it is in an actual room scene with one of my sofas and ottomans. And, you know, even as a throw pillow or as a bench or something on a smaller piece of furniture, it's a neat way just to add a little spice to your space.
I like that a lot. What if you want to add bling?
Oh, if you want to. I am so glad you asked about bling, Cindy. Nail heads these days are really, really popular. And this is a sofa that I've done, and these nail heads are a little bit larger, but it's just a nice way to kind of frame the furniture and almost highlight it a little bit. So you're kind of raising awareness to the shape and the style. It's also beautiful on a headboard. So on a charcoal headboard, it just really frames it and highlights it. And it's not too overwhelming or too flashy, but it just adds a little zip.
It does dress it up quite a bit. And one other thing you're going to talk about, this geometric patterns, which we're seeing in clothing so much.
Absolutely. And so often, home furnishings translate literally to fashion and all the other areas of design. And what we're really seeing in clothing, geometrics, dresses, things like that, it's really made its way to furniture as well. And again, you probably don't want to cover your sofa in a big geometric. It could visually clutter up the room. But to use it sparingly in throw pillows, smaller pieces of, ottomans, chairs, things like that, it's just a great way to add a little, dynamic pop to your space. So
we were joking about Cindy's sofa, which is not what Brad was saying. But
Brad is so mean.
If you're going to invest in a very solid, maybe gray sofa, and then bring in all of these different things that you could change out.
Absolutely. And I also encourage people, when you are looking to buy furniture, find comfort. How many times have you gotten a sofa home and you say, oh, it's as hard as a rock?
Right.
So, and you're exactly right. With larger pieces, I definitely recommend a solid, a neutral, and then pepper in your patterns for sure.
Awesome.
Love Libby. You're great.
Too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Coming.
Great to be
So
here.
good to see you.